Quail are ground nesting birds that primarily nest in residual grass cover. So we're standing in this field in midsummer, and quail are actually still nesting, but the bulk of the nest attempts in Oklahoma are generally from about April 15th through late June. And by that time, there's not a lot of grass that has grown during that growing season, so they're looking for grass clumps that were produced in the previous growing season. So the decisions that you make on this pasture between now and April are going to largely dictate how much nest success the quail are going to have on this site. So this has a lot of implications with how we graze or hay pastures, because if everything is grazed or hayed off, April and May, you're not going to have a lot of nest production. They're going to have to wait until more grass is grown on that site. So stocking rate is really important with cattle, and how much of the area is hayed is really important if you're interested in ground nesting birds like bobwhite. So starting in about midsummer, you really need to think about how much of your property are you going to be willing to maintain in some kind of residual grass cover. And what that means from a quail standpoint is they need at least 8 inches of grass height, and the clumps of grass need to be about 1 foot in diameter. I'd recommend that at least 25% of your grassland areas have residual grass cover by April 15th. So that means that when you go into the fall, you need to have a lot of residual cover on those pastures, and then think about how you're going to graze them through the winter. But try to maintain about 25% or more of the landscape in residual grass cover of at least 8 inches grass height. And that will ensure that the quail have plenty of places to nest the following year.